You know, I wasn't planning on doing any Christmas decorating this year. Obviously, it's our first Christmas in the new flat and we don't even have any furniture. But then I thought, it's our first Christmas in this new flat and we don't even have any furniture. The least I can do is do a bit of decorating to make it feel a bit more cozy and a bit more warm and homely, and just use it as an opportunity to wind down. You know, I've been in beast mode work-wise recently, which is always good when you're self-employed because you never want to not have any work to do, but I've been really going for it, and the main motivation for that was to really get all my open projects and commitments, as fun and diverse as they all are and have been, just get them wrapped up and out of the way and totally free up the end of this year and the start of next year. Obviously this is a huge time for looking back and kind of self-assessing and looking back at your hopes and goals for the year and evaluating where you've been and where you hope to go. And I really want to go into that stage with a clear mind, a blank slate, so the new year can start at zero and potentially grow into a whole new direction. Obviously, in order to get to zero, I've had to do a lot of tying up of loose ends and just wrapping up, finishing up the last of my current work and projects, and I am running out of time, hence the productivity overload. And as you well know, this is the time of year where you are constantly being pulled back and forth, you know, Christmas parties, family gatherings, this and that. It is the season after all. So I'm really grateful to have this vlog sponsored by Intel. You will have seen this laptop in my bag essentials video. It's essentially just been going everywhere with me over the last few weeks, and it's really allowed me to keep up with my work but also enjoy time with friends and family. I really don't know how I feel about these blue lights. I'm just working on one of Ozzy's Christmas presents, so if you're watching Oz, don't. So quick catch up. I spent a good week just getting my life in order so that I could get myself on good ground to work efficiently with the fewest distractions possible. At the end of those weeks, I wrote down all the outstanding tasks I had left to do. I broke those down into more actionable steps, and then I had a look at my calendar and just kind of estimated how long each task would take and when I would be able to do them. And then I just started working through each and everything, one thing at a time. I've committed to 7 to 8 work hours a day, 5 days a week, and I knew that if I stuck to that, I could whittle down all these little tasks just to get myself to a place at the end of the year that's totally free of stress and overwhelm and burnout like I was in last year. The important thing was to be able to fit all this work around this busy time of life. So for example, I love the end of November because it is my grandma's birthday, so it's a great opportunity to head up north to go and see her. Any work is at the back of my mind when it comes to spending time with family, especially family that I don't get to see that often. But that doesn't mean that this entire trip was time off work. I mean, it's a 5-hour journey each way to and from Manchester, and I'm not driving. No one trusts me behind the wheel of a car, including myself. So it was a great opportunity after the usual I Spy and singing along to music with my mum. Perfect opportunity to get on with some admin. This laptop has 4G built in, so I don't need Wi-Fi, I don't need a personal hotspot. I have internet wherever I am, all thanks to Intel's new innovations in 4G LTE technology. I'm always connected. I even got to catch up on some YouTube videos to pass the time, and I made it to Manchester with a lot more work off my plate than I could have even hoped for, and all the time in the world to enjoy with my family.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
This laptop is compact and light enough to just have in my overnight bag, but with that classic Intel processor and 4G built in, it really frees me up to be able to do whatever I need to do wherever it is I am. So I was able to spend my downtime just continuing to take on those tasks one thing at a time. For me, committing to those 7 to 8 hours a day is totally reasonable, especially if I continue to remind myself that I'm doing that now so that I can free up the end of the year. Just thinking how freeing it will be to just be able to completely switch off and get out of the loop for a while without being tied to any unfinished tasks. I actually got way more done in those couple of days than I thought I would, so since I got back I've just been continuing to chisel away as I've been doing, one thing at a time, sticking to those hours I've committed to every day and just doing my best to stick to that wherever I am. And today I'm hoping is the day that I can really draw a line under everything. So I've done some filming in the last few days and I've just finished editing and uploading it, scheduling it to go up as and when, so that I'm not tied to having to film and edit over this break period. I probably will continue to film and upload videos as and when I feel I would like to, but there's no commitment now. I can completely step away and have a complete break if I want to, and I'm not tied down to worrying if there's going to be content going up if I want to step away from the camera for a bit. Same thing with my shop. I normally close up my shop a week or so before the end of the year around this period, but I haven't added any new products recently. I don't have any big sales going on, so I'm quite happy to leave it open at the moment and just have the steady orders that I normally get in. I think that's a manageable amount. I feel like it's enough to be able to dip in and out of over the Christmas period without feeling like I'm working. Plus, with the separation that I have now with my office being outside of my home, it's a lot easier to have that work at home life separation. You know, it's really quick and easy to pick up, head over there, do the work that I need to do, enter that like work state of mind, and then come home and chill. Especially easy when I do just have this laptop to take with me. I can do all the work that I need to do, everything that I kind of need to be able to take with me can just fit in my hand, pop over there, do what I need to do in this really lightweight and versatile, powerful little package. So decide what you want to do work-wise, if any, and commit to that. If you want to switch off completely, then by all means do that. Just make sure you have things set up in a way that things aren't going to fall apart with you not being there. So if you have a shop, have a notice up on there just letting people know that orders won't be dispatched until you're back. If you have social media platforms that you use, just let people know that you won't be around for a week or so. And if you have like a business that relies on email, make sure you've got an automated response going out to anyone that messages you, just enough to say, look, I'm here, but I'm not working right now, but I got your message. It's just a good way to draw a line under everything. For the people that follow you or are interested in your business or the work you're doing, just to give them that courtesy of letting them know that, you know, their messages are heard and you're there, you care, but you are taking a break. And also just for your own peace of mind, just to be able to know that you're not leaving anyone hanging and you don't have to feel guilty for taking time for yourself. The very last thing I need to work on this week is a commission, but all of the prep work is done for that. My initial drafts have been approved, so it's just a case of actually taking the artwork from the plan to the finished piece. But I mean, I call it work, but it's a pretty cool project. It's quite exciting, and you know, I'm just going to be painting, so I don't know if I could call that work really. I actually think it'll be a nice fun chance for me to wind down and a great project to end this year on. It's been a really eventful year of work and development, and this is just like the cherry on top, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. I feel so light and free now. I'm really excited to chill and really pleased with myself for doing things properly this year. I'm glad that I've spent that extra bit of time prepping for this period, pushing myself to be consistent just so that I can wipe that slate clean and really enjoy this time. I don't think freelancers appreciate just how important it is to take breaks. I know that this is probably our busiest time of year, it's the most lucrative time of year for us, so even if you're not taking time off now, I really would urge you to schedule in some time in January, you know, in the slower months of January and February. And if that is the case, if you're going to take that time off, then start prepping for it now, commit to that time, work to get yourself to zero, so that you're not stressing and you can fully switch off. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. It's always a pleasure. If you do want more information on this laptop or the 4G LTE technology, as always, it will be linked below. But other than that, can't thank you enough for watching. Hope you're having a wonderful festive period, and I will see you soon for the next video. Bye.